I'm sick and tired of these people working on everything and making progress in all of our builds.
All right. No. We're listening to Michael Jackson. John's like, get this awful music off of here.
A little early in the video to be acting like that.
I like my 80s music. I don't know about you guys.
I mean, I do too. If it's only from 87. It's the only year.
We're actually making one with 50 chance.
Okay, well, hold on. Oh, wait. Elaborate this. Please, let's go deeper into this.
We're listening to some 80s music.
It's a damn 92.
Oh, is it? Well, let's put some 90s music on.
All right, guys. So we have good old 50 chance here. Made some progress. Matt, progress report. What do we got going on?
Stuff. We put the motor mounts in. We're gonna do the cage, but a little late. You know, something.
We're gonna hammer the cage out like 1 or 2 days. Like set aside cage work, get it done.
Get it around here. We can work on it. You know, whenever I do the cage, I don't want to take the doors off of it, so I'm not like folding in. Yeah.
We're not putting fiberglass doors on it.
No, but we can unbolt these, and it'll make your life substantially easier. So we got the motor mounts on it from Current Performance, and
we got half the motor mounts on it.
Yeah, half the motor mounts on. We're gonna bolt the other side up to the engine. Drop the engine in.
Explain to them how this went.
There's a lot of debris in my eyeball.
In mine as well. As soon as I climbed under there, so really you're supposed to take the control arms off, and then you have like I'd say a little bit better access to the bolts for the like the factory style frame pad. And of course I didn't do that when I had the control arms off, so we had to go in there. Ratchet broke. Matt welds the ratchet. Spicy hot ratchet. I get dirt in my eye. Take my hand off the ratchet. Falls off and hits me right in my eyeball. It's just part of it. I mean, we're blood, sweat, and tears, and my eye. All sacrifices for 50 chance.
Yeah. We got a steering shaft. We got it worked out. Had some other ones. The joints weren't quite right, so now they got the right joints in there. Got the double D shaft in there. So you guys doing steering shafts, you know, you'll hear some people talk about smooth bore, double D. This is a double D style. It's like a D-shaped flat end on both sides, or you have just regular smooth bore. So if it's a race car, full-blown race car, you'll be using the
I prefer the smooth bore personally.
Smooth bore and drill it. Like all your apex joints and other, you know, steering shaft joints, a lot of them are just for 3/4 inch tube. This is the double D shaft. Doesn't really matter. The double D shaft, I will say, is a little bit closer on clearance. So like if you're really trying to get really close to like a header tube or something, you know, all the clearance you can get, the double D shaft is a little bit smaller. So, and I've done like I have done 1/2 inch tube on the steering shafts. So I mean the steering shaft doesn't have a tremendous amount of load, so you can do that. But we're gonna get the frame mounts on the motor. And
all right, so this motor here has got some history. This one, the heads are off of the Colorado from the burnout contest. The bottom is a 4.8. It's got a
no. These heads are before the burnout contest, right?
No, these
are the ones that were on the truck during the burnout contest.
Oh, let me zoom in to see your face. Yeah, bud, and they are mint. I looked at them.
Did you whiz wheel them?
I didn't whiz wheel them, but this block has been whiz wheeled. So this is but don't worry guys, this is not the engine that you guys are getting. This is solely for scientific purposes only.
317s, the thing's gonna have all the compression.
Yeah, it's literally gonna have it's 1-to-1 compression.
Yeah, I think we sprayed 1 can of copper spray on each head gasket.
Yeah, no, I lathered it up, so it's gonna seal up good. And what I wanna do with this, I wanna put it in the truck, and I want to see if we can remove the rods without ever physically touching them.
I can do that with the keyboard. There's actually a button. Not a lot of people know about it. Some tuners can find it, and it's the rod delete button.
And I want to do it solely with horsepower. I want to sling the rods out of it at power.
Gen 3 or Gen 4?
Who knows?
If it's a Gen 3, we can do it. If it's a Gen 4, it's probably just going to bend them.
It's an LS.
I've bent them. So.
It's an LS. That's all I know. It's an LS. So, but it's going to be a dog down low.
Were they the short and long, or all the same length? Or?
I want to see these are all the same length, so it might be a Gen 4.
Oh. Yeah,
so we might actually...
I've made like 1200 through a Turbo 400.
Now the difference is, so we're going to get this badass black sheep motor, which is going to live a long life in here and definitely make more power. It's going to have more compression. But this thing right here, it's going to live a very exciting life for a very small amount of time. It's kind of like...
Here for a good time, not a long time.
Yep, and that's what it's going to do. So we're going to use this for mocking up the turbo kit, getting the wiring done. We're going to get it all done up, ready to rock. and then we will stick the actual motor in here, and then, you know, go and make some serious horsepower. So this right here, we're gonna get all the bugs worked out with this guy.
So what's the cylinder head combo on the other motor? Is it like
so
799s? Or?
No, I'm looking into getting a set of aftermarket heads for it.
Okay, sweet. But not enough to where it changed on our hot side or anything?
No, factory, like 100% no Frankenstein, like spaced out,
Man,
anything.
some like PRCs would be...
That's, you know, I heard there's some LS3 PRCs available.
Ooh, the LS3s, that's a good, and you can get a nice intake.
Now it's going to be
cheap,
a 408 stroker with damn LS3 heads with pretty high compression on E85.
I think it'll cook.
That right there is going to be, it is a iron block, yes. So, yeah, I mean, that thing's going to hunt.
Yeah, top fuel hoop, I mean, we can
make poker. Yeah. Half-inch studs. So, all right, well, we're going to get the lift plate on there and get this set in there. Also, I have a transmission, not the transmission that's going with the car, but I'm going to put a transmission in it right now and a torque converter right now that I just have laying around. They're actually not mine, they're Chris's. So, we'll get the car running, get everything going. When we really find out what spec we need for everything, we'll get some stuff ordered. There's the converter right there. Once we get that stuff all taken care of, I'll get another transmission, another converter, and then that will be what goes in the car, and it'll be yours. So that's what we got going on. Let's get to work. Oh, and also we have another S10 chassis just sitting right here. I have to put a motor and transmission in this for one of my buddies, and that's all we have to do is motor, transmission. Oh, and he wants a full accessory drive on it. So we'll probably go with a Holley accessory drive that has AC, power steering, all that stuff, because Holley makes like absolutely awesome accessory drives that you just slap right on there. Balancer, water pump, power steering. Yeah, so this thing's gonna be like a quick, sweet little street rod.
Probably makes everything.
They
Winches?
do make everything.
I found that out today. I didn't know they made winches.
Yeah. So all right, well, let's get this thing. Oh, and this one's got one of those power band balancers on there. Dude, absolute bullet. About to get loaded. I'd like everyone to say their final goodbyes to this thing, because next time it comes out, it's probably gonna be what's seeing out the windows. Seeing more daylight. We'll probably be able to inspect the crank while it's still in there.
RUD. Rapid Unscheduled Disassembly. Well, it could be scheduled.
We could schedule this one.
Yes.
Alright. Send her up. It's like an honorable goodbye to this thing. It doesn't even know it.
Yeah, it's gonna be like ground control to Major Tom. The rods are in the air.
Alright, so we went with the current performance swap mounts, and I'd say they're pretty simple, pretty nice. They come labeled like, hey, put this side driver front, this side passenger front, shove it in there, we'll be ready to rock. Do you think these valve springs are pissed?
Yeah, probably. A half valve spring?
Yeah. Yeah. It's got those dual 660 springs.
Yeah.
Alright, come on back. Come towards me, so there you go. Alright, straight back.
Probably did right there. It's gonna come back.
This motor's never even been on the red.
Drop. It's gonna come way back when I go down.
Alright, that should be perfect then.
Alright, I'm gonna drop it really, really fast. You got your bolts?
Got my bolts. Any disadvantage to the poly mount over the solid mount?
Oh,
flex. Add double slip to the turbo kit. I think this oil pan's gonna work perfect too. Alright, go back just a hair.
Is it a Hummer? The GM swap
it
pan?
is, yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. Alright.
Is your poly mount squeezed together?
Go back.
I need to come forward, so we might need to do a little. There you go.
Alright, go down.
You're starting to go in?
I'm in on this side.
You're in?
Yeah, I just need to go down just a little bit more towards
But your ear is started?
Yeah, I'm in there.
Okay. Keep wiggling. There you go. Coming down a little bit. Alright, this bolt will go in.
We still have the motor mounts loose.
Yep, so the engine mounts are slotted to where you can move the engine forward and aft so we can make some minor adjustments. We're mainly going to be, we're not trying to go really fast in this truck, so I mean 470 is really fast, but we're not trying to go like 4.0, so we're going to try to move the motor back as far as possible.
I think the back of it's got to go up.
Yeah, pick up. Yeah, just rock a little bit here. Go ahead. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. All right, hold that. All right, lay it down. Keep going down. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
All right, folks. This is the last truck I'm ever going to build. All these trucks. Is it a truck thing?
It's a race car thing.
I'm never building another race car again. They all have like absolutely horrendous clearance for the damn steering column. Like all of them. Why can't they build cars in anticipation to have turbo headers on them? Down and forward is impossible. Up and forward. What is everyone running at the S10? They use these mounts. So the motor's in the same.
Not this header, probably like a. It's got the. You'd either have to move the column way over or like come directly out with the.
Well, I know like
this one right here is the
S10 headers, like just for standard stuff. I'm pretty sure come kind of like that SN95 I had, where the or Boomhauer, where one of the primaries goes outside the steering column and the rest go underneath.
Yeah, the problem you have is this one right here. I mean, that is
equally as shitty.
Yeah, you can't go around it.
I wonder, like, what is everyone guys? What is everyone running?
We just need to make a column for it. Do a column and have do the apex joint on the inside and have it come out right here with a brace that comes off right here to the column and it goes right there. I mean that right there you can just bolt the header up. I think it's easier to make the column than it is to make a set of headers.
All right, guys, if you have an S10 and you want a full-on steering column kit and don't want to order it from anyone else, I have it in stock today. Right now. Unbolt this sucker, go right to you. What do you have to say, Logan?
Damn, you know what we're gonna have to do? We're gonna have to take.
Dude, there's no room. Where are we gonna put a turbo?
No, that's why I was saying up. See, I wanted to do it like right here.
All right, another viewer's choice. Okay, how do you guys want the turbo?
Where's the turbo? Grab the Jose or VS Racing 88. The giveaway turbo. Hey, whoever won that turbo, we're just gonna use it for mock-up real quick.
If you don't mind.
Yeah, if you don't mind. So.
All right, so turbo is going to be this exact physical footprint. So same GT55, or sorry, S400 chassis. I wanted to have it where it was like, obviously not out this far, but just like Colorado, like center mounted behind the grill.
I want to put it right here with half the turbo sticking out of the hood.
So hear me out. If we do it there, we can leave everything how it is, run like a C6, or not C6, we can run a truck manifold on this side, cross over at the back, and then have it come up here.
Do you have a truck manifold?
Yeah, we have.
I have a bunch, I just don't know where exactly. But that way, like, you don't have to do
If the truck manifold clears, then I'm okay with that.
The truck manifold, God, that's tight, dude. That is very tight.
What about that boy that lives
What is everyone running?
That, and then instead of like hooker swap headers where the tube goes right.
Oh, no. So, I wonder what all the turbo guys are doing if they have this column in there. I mean, there's really no good way about it.
I think a truck manifold or an F-body manifold will clear, like you said, C6. But I want to put. So here's what I want to do. I want to put the turbo right here, halfway out of the hood. Then also, I want to build this thing where you can run a filter on it because I love a turbo. Like you could take it off, but I want to do it to where it's got an inlet right here to a filter because if you're driving this thing on the street all the time, probably need a filter. So turbo right here.
God, there's spider webs all over this. I'm
Yeah.
about to lose my mind. Oh,
So
God.
do they just?
It'd have to go on from the bottom.
But will it clear?
How would
You me stick it in from underneath?
How would you?
I'm sticking from underneath. It's a tight squeeze.
It's not the steering shaft, man, that we're running into down here. God dang.
You alright, Logan?
Yeah.
Caution, fallen objects.
Often.
I think it's substantially harder to steer now with a motor in it.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah, try to grab the wheel and turn it.
Which way do you want it turned?
Doesn't matter. I'm just trying to get the set screw out. It's double D. Keep going, right there.
Build a street car. It'd be fun, they said.
I'm running the same shit. So I got a 05 F250 6.0 doing a Cummins swap, 12 valve compounds, and I was like, you know what? I want to do it, but I don't want to spend a lot of time on it. So I'm just gonna buy the swap kit. I'm gonna buy everything to where it's just bolt and go. And I've literally remade the entire thing. The only thing that I've used is the adapter plate because everything else just doesn't
Can you pull that thing out, Logan?
fit.
You want me to pull it back to me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, pull it. No, pull it out, and I'll come out here and do it from the top.
Oh.
You got it pretty far up there, though. That Dango flex plate, I tell you, it's a rascal.
Yeah, you gotta take the transmission out to get the header in and out.
I've honestly never had I've never owned a car that hasn't had like a forward-facing turbo kit that runs like a manifold back and around. I wonder if a Huron Speed manifold. I wouldn't be surprised if an F-body kit might be close, like just that actual headers themselves. There's just no good way to get that in there. Nope.
Get it?
No, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work.
If you had something that tugged the block, like a block header that didn't go straight down, that would work. Or maybe some F-body manifolds. The problem is, I don't know.
All right, let's strap a blower to the front.
I mean, we could literally, though, I mean, we don't have to get a whole new column. We could just cut it, put an apex joint in it. You know, moving the column, like, for some people that might be intimidating, but that's literally, you could do that. I mean, I built a column in Slick Rick, which is very complex, in 30 minutes.
Yeah,
like,
not long. The whole, once you get the turbo kit figured out, I mean, mounting a radiator in the bed, that's no big deal. Like, really just the layout of the turbo kit. I'm kind of interested in the idea of having it where it goes below the torque converter and across. Or do you think that makes too much heat?
it doesn't make a lot of heat, but just wind back in over there, and you also got to think, like, getting that thing in there, you got to, like, build a Y pipe, another flange, getting tied up in there. If we can go...
Wait, hold on. Hooker has a complete kit. Holley owns Hooker, so it's a Holley part as well. They have a complete, like, crossover, like, they have the whole, like, standoff that's got, like, the T6 right there. Like, you could literally...
Didn't we have a truck in here that had that on there?
No, that's a Huron Speed kit.
Again,
Huron Speed kit.
I like all the bolt-in stuff, but sometimes it's just better, you know, for somebody at home that doesn't have a lot of fabrication skills and they're like, I just kind of want to bolt it in. We can build anything, and we would probably spend less time building it and putting it where we want than going, well, it's here, and then it don't.
Every
really
time
fit
we
good.
buy something that bolts in, we end up spending more money and time modifying it. So we should probably just start building everything from scratch.
Yeah, I think just move the steering column. I mean, I got enough stuff here. We can do it tonight.
This video, we need all your information down below.
All right.
Comment. Let us know where you want the turbo, what you guys think, what your guys' thoughts are. Because you guys are going to ultimately, someone at home is going, this whole build has been like viewer's choice on everything.
Yeah.
So, do you want, I don't think it's possible to have a center mount turbo. So we're going to put the turbo over there on the passenger side. Do you want it above the hood or below the hood? Maybe
Halfway out.
maybe behind a headlight. Comment down below. Those are your options. Above the hood, like above the hood, halfway in the hood, under the hood, behind the headlight.
Have we decided what we're going to do with the exhaust yet?
Oh man, what if we did like the Pro Mod and took the turbo and rotated it back and
That's
then
what
did
I was
an inlet
thinking.
through the hood?
What's preventing you from doing it like the cow?
Just turning it sideways.
Yeah, we're
I
trying
don't think
to do
it's I don't think it's
That's
super
too street
appealing.
car.
Yeah, it's not super appealing. I mean, it works, but it's like not. We want this
I'm
to
with
be
Matt.
like,
I like that.
awesome. I think that might be it. Get like one of those carbon like volutes for it.
Yeah, duct right there.
Like
Take it
stock
back.
hood, $400 carbon inlet.
What are we doing with the exhaust outlet?
I think if we do that, then we'd run it like
Fender exit?
yeah, like out here on that
Hey,
side.
right
Come
here where
out.
the tree got it, or whatever this was. It might have been my hands.
Single wastegate,
Yeah,
like a single 60.
Yeah,
Yep.
that'd be a move. So comment down below. Let us know the turbo location, and we'll get to it. We got Travie Patty back on the camera. So it's been a while. You guys have seen like me trying to film and me setting the camera down, but Travis is back in town, so be prepared for the killer footage. Other than that, that's going to wrap today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys in tomorrow's upload.
He gets the buy this round. Don Doc got the buy this round. The Black Sheep on the property. He got the buy for the next round. 15